computer. There we go. Mike, how you feeling? Michael,
I'm doing good.
good. How's the fam?
We're getting a lot better.
You getting a lot better? Good. Tell your mom hi.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, I got my second COVID shot the other day, so I haven't grown a third arm or anything. I think I told you guys this last week, so but still doing okay here. If I don't slip and fall on the ice and hit my head or something, break a hip at my age, that you'd be circling the drain then. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to look at the three procedural structures. Anybody remember what they are? I just said two of them. I can pick on somebody. Beck, you know any of them?
The three.
Yeah, there's three code structures. One is one right after another, which is called anybody? Sammy?
Procedural.
No. Close. Sequential, right? In other words, they go in sequence, one right after another. The ones we're going to start today are
Decision and selection.
Yep, decision and selection. Who was that? Oh, Alexa.
Me.
Thank you. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll introduce repetition or iteration. Okay. In other words, we'll be able to do things multiple times. But the one today will make our programs a lot better and a lot more useful because we can make decisions. Do you want to do this? Or do you want to do this? Or do you want to do this? Or what if this? All those kinds of things. The cord's wrapped around me. I'm going to hang myself here pretty soon. So, yeah, we're going to look into those and how Java deals with them. Okay. Before we can do that, we need to go back and take a look at relational operators. Okay. The relational operators are like equal to, greater than, less than, not equal to, all those. Along with the logical. So you got arithmetic up here. Underneath arithmetic, you have relational operators. And underneath the relational operators, you have the logical operators. And they're done in that order, okay? You can't, and it's important that you realize that they are in, hi, Krista, that they do come in that order, okay? So just so you know, again, precedence is important. If you're not sure of the precedence, put parentheses around things. It's not going to hurt anything. If you want something to go first, you put parentheses around it. Even it makes it even if they're not needed. Let's say that you had something like, I don't know, 2 times 2 plus 2. Let's see if they can work. Yeah. There's two answers that could be, right? 2 times 2 plus 4. I'm sorry. 2 times 2 plus 2. Okay. And depending on a person, or if I said it 2 plus 2 times 2, okay, 2 plus 2 times 2, it comes out to how much? 2 plus 2 times 2.
6.
6, right? If you thought it was 8, you're wrong. Why, Beck?
Okay,
Just turn your
Sorry.
mic down a little. Anyway,
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
oh, I'll just do it. you need to figure out why you're getting that feedback. Um, so 2 plus 2 times 2, well, the 2 plus 2 doesn't get done first. The 2 times 2 gets done first because of precedence, multiplication and division before addition. So the answer is 6, okay? If you wanted it to be 8, you would have had it put parentheses around the 2 plus 2, right? And what, and again, even if it isn't, what if you wanted it to be 6, there would have been nothing wrong with putting parentheses around the 2 times 2. And then anybody looking at it would say, oh, I got to do this first, even if they didn't know. So it's little things like that that we can add to our programs that don't hurt anything and make them. I mean, that's a very simple explanation there, but it's just a good explanation on programmer friendliness. Okay. So anyway, we're going to take a look at this first. I'm going to share my screen with you guys first of all. We'll take a look at this. All right. Now you should be seeing this, I believe. And let me see if I can make this bigger. Are you seeing that large on your screen?
Yep,
Yes.
is,
Hello? Somebody again talking.
Yes.
And,
it's
Okay.
good.
all right. So once we get through the math, then we go down to the relational operators. And again, it's equal to, just remember the equal sign is 2 equal signs. If you only have 1 equal sign, that's the assignment character. Then we get down here to the logical operators, okay? And I've got them in order here, going from left to right in precedence. There are, relational operators don't have a precedence. You usually just do them from left to right. But if you do them out of order, it isn't going to really do anything. Here, they do make a difference. So not's done first, then and, then or, then XOR, and I'll explain what that is. That's exclusive or. And these are the symbols for them, okay? Ampersands are used, 2 of them are used for and. 2 pipes, the pipe is above your enter key. It's an uppercase backslash, okay? And then XOR, of course, is a caret, uppercase 8, or I'm sorry, uppercase 6. All right. So these are easy. If I'm using a not, if something's not false, it's true. If it's not true, it's false. That's good, okay? Then we drop over here to the and. And so if I say that someone's enrolled in computer science 115, and that's true, okay, let's just say this is us. And that we're at ICC, or we're taking the class at ICC. That's true. So I have a true and a true. And if I go up here to my truth table, true and true becomes true right here. Okay. I can say enrolled in computer science 115. That's true. And then are we at Black Hawk College? Well, that's false. So now I have a true and a false. So true and false is false. Then I can say we're in English 110 today. That's false. Are we at ICC? Yes, we are. So now I got a false and a true, and that's false. And finally, I can say we're in English 110 and we're at Black Hawks College. And of course, both of those are false. And so false and false is false. Now, again, if you say these out loud to yourself, a lot of times you can figure out what they are. Okay. Because it won't make sense when when you're just looking at them, it's a lot harder than when you say it out loud. Because then it'll be you'll get it more. So then once we're done with all the ands in the problem, we can go to the ors in the problem. So same scenario, if we go through, I'm enrolled in computer science 115, that's true. Am I at ICC? Yes, I am. So if I say out loud, enrolled in computer science 115, or I'm at ICC, well, that's a true, and so I get true. If I say I'm enrolled in 115, that's true. I'm at Black Hawk College, that's false. So if I say it out loud, I'm enrolled in computer science 115, or I'm at Black Hawk College. Well, since I'm enrolled in computer science 115, the whole thing is true because that's a true and a false, and it comes out as true. I'm enrolled in English 110, which is false, or I'm at ICC, which is true. So a false and a true, if I say that out loud, I'm enrolled in English 110, or I'm over at ICC, comes out to true. And finally, the last one, I'm enrolled in English 110, which is false, or I'm at Black Hawk College, which is false. So that's a false and a false. So that comes out false. Now, if you look at the two of those, the and or, generically, we can say that for a and to be true, both of them have to be true. So in reality, when I look at this and I say, if the first one comes out false, like right here with English 110, do I really need to go on to the second one? If the first one is false, will it ever be a true statement?
No.
No. So generically, or whatever you want to call it, the only time it's true is if the first one is true, it has to meet that test, and the second one is true. Any other time it'll be false. So sometimes Java will shortcut this. And when it's doing your comparisons, it'll say, wait a minute, this first one it's called short circuit, I'm sorry. And it won't go on and even compare the second one, which saves time. Same thing with the or over here. If the first one is true, what can I say? Will it ever be false?
No, you could say it's always true.
It's always true. So if I'm running it in Java and the first statement is true, the first comparison is true, I really don't have to go on to the second one, do I? Because the only time it'll be false is if they're both false. So that's kind of how that works. Over here, this is one I don't use very much. I can give you an example though. And there's an error in this. Okay, so when you're looking at this, this true and true should be false. I need to change that on the video. So here's the scenario. Let's say that you have a grandmother and your grandmother is a great cook. And when you go to her house, she always has dessert. And she usually cooks a pie and a cake. Now, the rule at grandma's house, though, is one, you can't turn down dessert at grandma's house. You either have to have pie or cake. But you can never have pie and cake because grandma's from the old country and then she'd think you were a pig. Okay. And you definitely, so basically it works like this. So if this is pie over here and this is cake up here, I can have a piece of pie and this is cake coming down, but I can't have cake. So if I have pie, I can't have cake. So that would be false. If I get pie and don't get cake, that's good. That's a true. I cannot get pie but get cake. That's true. But I can't get pie and cake over here. So that's false. That's what exclusive OR is. So if you have two trues, it's false. If you have two falses, it's false. If you have a false and a true, it's true, or a true and a false, it's true. I know. I don't use it very much. Let's put it that way. All right. Let's go. Let me get rid of this here somehow. Do. So just while I'm here, we're going to read this thing on selections. We'll probably spend 2 lessons on it, 2 weeks. We're going to do random month, rock, paper, scissors, which is fun, or what is it, Rochambeau or whatever, and currency exchange. There's a list of the logical operators again. There's actually a YouTube if this link still works. Oh, need to fix that. I'll fix that after class today. This is how to do the random. I want you, when you do the months, okay, we'll do them random. We'll generate random numbers. So the user doesn't even have to put anything in. They just run the program and it'll come up with a random month. So it's a really simple program. Okay. And these you guys don't need to see down there yet. Okay. So we're going to take a look at the month one later today. And I need to fix this link if I don't forget. All right. Let me move you guys out of the. Oh, come on, move. So much stuff. Let's go over here. All right. So let's just say that we've got a I want to find only certain people, certain students. And we'll make gender female, age 28. And we'll make age, gender, age. Oh, I know what it is. Gender, age, and what class they're in. No, not for now. Gender, age. Oh, veteran. All right. And so at ICC, let's just say that we have, I don't know, 8,000. Let's just be generous. 8,000 students. And is that what I really want? I'm going to get rid of this too. Class equals sophomore. Something like that. So it's female sophomore student, and they're not a veteran. So there's 8,000 students, let's say, and oh, it don't really matter, I guess. Let's just do this. So she's that, and so if gender equals female, and so it's and class is equal to sophomore. Or vet equals true. Then what we want to do is okay. So my question now is, does this person get a scholarship?
Yes.
Who agrees with him?
I do.
Yeah, because they're right, because this statement's true. This statement's true. Okay. So a true and a true is true. And then we got an or over here, and that's false. Oops, sorry. So I got a true or false. And if you remember back, an or statement, if it's a true or a false, always comes out to true. So this person would, in fact, get a scholarship. Okay. Even though they're not a vet. Let's see what happens if I do. So if I change this to a male, now, does he get a scholarship?
No.
He does not. You're right. Okay. How about now? Does he get one now?
Yes.
Okay, if you're not answering, you should be at least thinking about this, okay? If you're not getting the same answers as everybody else, you should be speaking up. So we got, on this one, we got a male, so that's false. He's a sophomore, that's true, but a false and a true is false. But he is a veteran, so now I got a false or a true, and so he is going to get the scholarship. So you can see how that changes things, okay? So it does change depending on this, okay? Likewise, if I come, I'm sorry, in here, let's see. And then I do. All right, so now we got a male freshman who is a veteran. Somebody else that hasn't answered. We're gonna get this guy getting a scholarship?
No.
Sure, I don't think he is. Because we do the and first, right? So we got, is he a sophomore? Nope, that's false. Is he a vet? Yes, he is, but I got a false and a true. So that becomes false. And over here, he's a male. So I got a false or a false. So they're both false. So this gentleman would not get a scholarship. Okay. So now let's go to the one I had before. Let's say there's 8,000 students. And let's see, about 3,000 of them would be sophomores. And let's say, so I want sophomore, 8,000 of them. So it'll be, there's probably out of 8,000, there's probably 4,000 female students. And then what class they're in. Okay. So now I have a program that I want to know how many female sophomores are in computer science 115. Okay. Out of my 8,000, I want to print a list of their names. So they have to be at ICC, they have to be sophomores, they have to be females, and they have to be in computer science 115. So my question to you is, in what order am I going to search for them? Okay. Because I have 3 decisions to make. Okay. So I got the first one, I got to find out. Second one, I need to find out. Third one, I need to find out. And if they meet all 3 of those criteria, I want to print their name out.
I would do the class first.
Anybody agree with him?
Maybe gender first if you're working from broadest to narrowest.
Okay. Anybody else have an opinion?
Narrowest first seems like it'd be quicker. Do the class first.
Yeah, that does seem efficient.
Okay. Whoever, the people that said do the class first are right. I think in this class, what do we have? 3 or 4 at the max women. So after the first run of the 8,000 students, we're going to end up, so we're going to get rid of, let's see, my other 2 classes I probably have. Let's say I have 10 women or females in my class. So that leaves us 10 people. So we got rid of 7,990 in the first if statement. So now in the second one, I only have to go through 10 times. I only have 10 people left after the first one. That saves me a lot. If I put sophomores first, I do the 8,000, but then I got 3,000 left instead of 10. Understand? Or if I do gender first, I have, let's say it's a 50-50 split, I've got 4,000 left. All right. So what do you think I should do next then?
Maybe do sophomores after that.
I would do sophomores after that. And let's just say out of the 10, so you're going to have, what is that, roughly a third maybe. So let's say we have 3 that are sophomores. Okay. So we got rid of 7 more here. And that's about as far as we can go. Now all we need, because we already did the class, then we do sophomores, and then we do females. Am I right? Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. In the class would be the female. Or no, in the class, then we do the female. Yeah, we probably do the female next. Because if I did this, oh, this is wrong. Okay, my class is, I goofed up. So this is going to be 8,000. And I probably have in computer science 115, let's have 60 students. We'll say 50. So the first thing we do, we drop this down to 50. I'm sorry. And then so I miscalculated this. There we go. Now that was people that are in computer science. Then out of that, only about 10 people would be female. So that would get rid of 40 more. And then out of them, maybe half, a little less than half, are sophomores. So this one first would be the class, then female, and then sophomore, I think. But it makes a big difference which one you choose, no matter how I goof it up here, right? So when you're doing big numbers, especially of comparisons, you need to think about it, okay? Just don't plunge in there. Because if I don't do this one first, I'm going to have to do a bunch more down here. Okay. I think that works. Okay. So try and become familiar with the truth table, the logical operators, of course, comparison operators are pretty straightforward if you've taken algebra. Okay, let's go ahead and write a program. Today we'll do a simple one. While I'm getting logged in here, what I want you to do, everybody that's here, and I'm doing this because I found something out the other day that some people just check in and then just leave their computer on and don't participate, is to put a short note from Notepad or Word in your portfolio right now that says 2-1 attendance Apple. 2-1 attendance Apple.
Wait, by like the e-portfolio, like you want us to
Yeah,
just
just
submit?
yep, just
nope.
put that in there right now. Within, I'm checking within the next by 1:38, let's say.
So attendance and what was the numbers?
Just say 221 Apple or something or some word.
Okay.
Okay, because I can see. Actually, you just have to say attendance 221 because I can see the time you did it at. So anybody doing it later would have the wrong thing anyway. So yeah, just a note that says 221 attendance. And then put it in your e-portfolio.
Is this like a notepad file or whatever?
Yeah, whatever. Plain text or a doc. I don't really care as long as I can see it. All right. I'll get ready here. Because I found out the other night that some people check in and then just don't stick around, but they want credit for being here. It's only hurting them really anyway, but they're checking in and then not participating and then just doing the video, watching the video later. So. And I mean, I'm doing the video for you, for people to, if they can't make it, but usually they should tell me, not try to scam me by checking in and then just going off and doing other crap. All right, so we're going to go to File, New Project. Again, it's Ant, Java app, next. And let's go and just, I'm going to make it month generator. Once again, where you want to save should be here. Okay. Here's the name of your project folder. Create a main class should be checked, et cetera, et cetera. Hit finish. All right. Let's see. I got so much crap up, I can't, it gets in my way. All right, so this is going to be project. And then this. Clean this up a little bit. Great.
Shouldn't your this say monthgenerator.java?
Yeah, it should. And then my battery's going dead here. I need to plug in. All right. You are right, correct, sir. This should say .java up here. All right. And then I am going to just indent this a little more. There we go. All right. So there's two different ways to generate random numbers in Java. One is through the math library. So you can type in math.random and da da da. I prefer to do it this way, and I'll show you. I gave you an example, but this program won't need any input from the user at this point. But I am going to import Java utility called random. And then my computer locks up because I did it too fast. Yeah. Just hang on a second because it does this. If I don't give it time to load that library, it stops. So I'm going to import the random up here. Okay. So again, if you remember the scenario with the scanner, I have to instantiate a random object down here. So I'm going to say random, and I'm just going to call it RDM, and it'll be a new random, just like that. And I'll just put okay, and I want an integer. And if I'm going to do a month, I need 12 digits, right? Or 12 numbers. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say int, and I'll say, call it month num is equal to RDM and dot next int, and then I want 12 of them. Okay. All right. So that's going to give me 12 integers. The problem is they'll be from 0 to 11. It never generates the number 12. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I was born in November. And if somebody says, what month were you born in? I don't want to say month 10. And January shouldn't be month 0. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and add 1 here. So if I add 1, now I get 0 through 11 here, plus 1, which gives me 1 through 12. Okay. So this will use random digits or integers 1 through 12. And we'll test that by just printing it out. To make sure it works. And we can run it several times. Okay, so I got a 1 that time. 5. So now I'm looking for a 12. Just there's an 11. And I might have to run it a bunch of times before I get a 12. There we go. So now I know I'm getting 1 through 12. I never saw a 0 and I never saw anything more than 12. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm getting. Okay. Somebody say, yeah, that's looks good. Or does anybody have one that isn't generating number between 1 and 12?
I'm getting the numbers 1 through 12.
Good.
Same.
Cool. Okay, I'm assuming I'm not hearing anybody else, so I'm going to assume, which
Yeah,
might,
same here.
okay,
In numbers 1 to 12.
that everybody's good. All right, so there's 3 different operator or 4. There's if, else if, and switch. And switch is sometimes returned. It's a selection structure. It's like a case. It's called a case selection structure, though. So we can do this. Watch. I can type switch, And then what do I want to switch? I want the month number. I want to check for that. And then inside of that switch, I want to put case 1. Let's see here. What's that? And I guess I could print them all on the same line. Case 1. Now we'll put them in brackets. And that one will be something like that. And then underneath that, we need a break. If you don't put a break in, what happens is it keeps going. And we'll do all of them. So then I'm going to Control C that. Come down here. Control V it. And Control V another one. This will be case 2. And this one will be case 3. And then I'll move that up a little bit. Control C that. Come down here. Control V that. This will be 4. This one will be 5. This one will be 6. And I'll take all this. Control C it. Go all the way back over here. Control V it. And this will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we can go back in and February, March, April, May. Be careful with your spelling on some of the, like February. Don't want to lose points for something silly. Oops. And December. Okay. And let's see, all these could be indented one more, I think. That looks much better. And we can test it. Your month is April. August. April again. March. December, that's good. See if I can pull up a January here. There it is. So they're all popping up, so that's good. And then outside, see, I can check here. That goes with my switch. So outside my switch, right here, I'm just going to put system.out.println. Thank you. Oops. I don't know. Maybe I'll use these today. Thank you for using Acme products. Do that. Put that there. Come down here. All right. Save that. Run it just again, just to make sure. And there you go. Oh, I should probably put a header up there too. Let me check. Let's do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of some of these. It's kind of Austin. What do you call it? Ostentatious or whatever. Cut it down to that. Come up here. Maybe put it right here. There you go. So that is, I think it's the first homework assignment actually. Random month generator. Yep. If you don't put these breaks in, everybody will be a December. You'll only get December. Okay. Or will you get a bunch? Let's see here. What if I do this? Make it all of them. Let's see what we get. Yep. So it generated a 7. So we got everything past 7. Generated a 10. So that's what it looks like. This generated a 2 if you forget to put your brakes in. And there they all are, generated a 1. All right, but we don't want to do that, so. Any questions on that one? No, no questions? All right, let's start another one. So this one is not in the assignments. This will be an example. So we're going to do one that drinking age. Let's see here. Something like that. Okay. Oh, I don't think I put my little divider in on the last one. That's all right. All right. This one, it says we're going to get something from the user, so we have to have a scanner. So I'm going to put this import of a utility dot. Wait a second here. Scanner. Got that. Drop down here and give you a second to catch up. Oh, let's do this first. What should I call it today? How about this one? My user in, I guess, is equal to a new scanner system dot in. We'll put so age, oops, int age will be equal to our user in next int, like that. Okay. So these were our inputs here. Okay. So the first way I'm going to do this, I'm going to use inline ifs. Okay. And this is kind of the old way we did it. So it's if age is less than, or let's say equal to 12. Okay. And then actually I can do, yeah. Something like that. Then I can go if age is greater than or equal to 13 and age is less than and equal to 20. And system dot out dot print line drink soda. Oops. All right. So these are called inline ifs, okay? Each one of them will execute. So when we type something in, it's going to look for the age. It's going to do every one of them though. Okay, so it runs every one of these. So when we run this, and if I enter my age as 28. Let's see. Says drink beer. That's right. If I enter my age is 68, drink cognac. So that's right. So it looks like it's running fine, right? But it takes a while to run because again, even when, if I put in even, if I run 12, it still goes, once it prints milk, then it goes and see, is 12 greater than, no. Then it comes on here, is 12, no. Is 12, nope. Is 12, no. Okay. So it's got that. Okay. It works fine. All right. It's again how we normally used to do it. Okay. And it can still be done this way. There's some problems, or not problems, but it takes it takes more time and there's more code here than if I do this, for example. Let's say drink milk. And then you can do else. Oops. I'm just going to skip that one. So if I do, then I can do else if this, okay. Well, I already took care of everything up to 12. So now I can get rid of this. Okay. And just do this. So now everybody under 20 has been taken care of. And then I can do this. And everybody under 40 is going to be taken care of. And then everybody under 64 will be taken care of. And this one becomes this. Because there's nothing else left. So I don't have to do a comparison here. And this will run the same way as that other one did. Oops. So that works fine too. Okay. And again, so this works if you use this else if. Now watch this. Don't change it. Just watch what happens to mine. Let me go back to what we had before. Oh. All right. If here, if I do this here, what I just did with the else's, and forget to put the else's in. Now I have a series of inline ifs. So now if I put I'm 12, what am I going to drink? Well, I'm going to be awful thirsty because I'm going to drink milk, soda, beer, and wine. The only one I'm not going to drink is cognac. Because if I put in 12, well, 12 is less than, and 12 is less than 20, and 12 is less than 40, and 12 is, so I have to, if I have inline ifs like this, I have to put in the lower limit, okay? Unlike, okay, where did I put the, huh. Anyway, back to where it'll be back there or not. Let's see. I'm just getting rid of everything now. That's not good. But you should be back with your LSIFs. Okay. Now there is to do this with a switch in Java is not a good idea, because switches in Java do not have ranges like they do in some other languages. So to get this to work in Java, I would have to say, okay, case one, I'd have to let them fall through. I'd have to have a listing, a case for every number, because I can't say case is between these two numbers, because they don't allow for that. Okay. So inline ifs, basically. And then you had the if else's. So I get several results. Putting one inside the other, like I did with the else, it's called nesting. Okay. And I could, in fact, do something like this. If you remember, I could have three questions up here. Like, what is their gender? What year in school are they? And are they in computer science, or what class are they in? And then what I would do here is, let's just say, if class is equal to, oh, that isn't even going to be right. I can't show you that yet. I'll get to that. I'll show you that later, how we would program that one that I talked about earlier. Okay. All right. Any questions right here?
No questions here.
All right. Well, that's what I got for you today. There's a couple videos out there. If you look back on the chapter, even before you go into the assignments, there's a few videos in there that I made explaining logic and things like that. Okay. Some flow charts that show how it really works. So that's it for today. And then I will see you on Wednesday afternoon. So you're free to go if you wish.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Have a
See
good
you
one.
guys.
Good one.
See ya.
Bye, thank you.
Appreciate your
Bye.
time once again.
Yep.
See ya.
Thank you.